Hello everyone, good afternoon. It's currently Saturday, April 19, 2025 at 2:07 p.m. and we're back with another stream. Put on some background music here. First let me say hello to everyone. Hi Matina's Burritos, hi Dovacorts, hi Danskart. We're gonna play your map today. Hi again Matina's Burritos on Twitch, hi Dovacorts, and hi Clark the King, welcome in. Hi XTXT. Hi everyone. Thanks for showing up for stream today. I'm really excited. Originally I had planned to review the mod Beyond the Bar 2, which is a mapping challenge for Dark Interval. And I still intend to review a couple entries today. But this workshop add-on was released yesterday by Danskart, and I think I need to play it right away. So this is an Entropy 02 workshop add-on made by Danskart. And it is somehow related to the Shadow Walker maps that I worked on, so I'm really excited to play it. Trying not to think too hard about the screenshots because I don't want any spoilers, but it's been a while since we've had any big workshop add-ons, so I'm really excited to play one today. And this looks great. I haven't been able to wait to play it as soon as I saw it. Hi Vizzies, up early today. Yeah, I wanted to start streaming a little bit earlier because I do have a cutoff today. I can't stream indefinitely. You know, it really depends, but I'd like to stop stream around 5. I can stream up until 7 and then it's like a hard cutoff. But yeah, so I wanted to start a little bit earlier so I can get through both Shadow Apartment and as much of Beyond the Bar 2 as we can get through today. And I think I want to split the VODs up on YouTube, so I think what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to stop the stream after we're done with the Shadow Apartment, let it save, and then start a new stream for Beyond the Bar 2, so they can be two separate things. But yeah, without further ado, let's play Danskart's map. Where's that music? Okay. How's everyone doing today? Oh, I think I missed Matina's Burritos saying, how are you doing today? I'm doing great. It's been a very busy weekend, but I'm really excited. Things are going well. Doing good? That's good. Very excited. Me too. I wasn't expecting you to release this Danskart, so I'm very excited to play it. Shadow Apartment. You find yourself in the attic of an abandoned apartment building trying to hide from the uprising just to find out that there's something horrible hiding downstairs. I do want to mention, this reminds me a lot of the YouTube video that Trivy did called, I want to say Apartment 23B. I might be misremembering the number. But that was part of a map that Trivy was working on for EZ2 going way back that had a similar concept, but we never were able to finish it. So I'm really excited to see something like this, you know, completed on the workshop, playable. Ooh, so there's sub-maps. So I think we start with the attic, if I'm not mistaken. Before you play, could you give us a quick story concept rundown of the original 3 maps? Sure. So Shadow Walker was a series of maps that I did for mapping challenges between 2016 and whenever Shadow Walker 3 was. Help me out, was that 2019, 2020, or 2021? I'm gonna say 2021 for Shadow Walker 3. It was originally it was for Halloween Horror 3. No, sorry, not Halloween Horror. For Halloweenville, the Run, Think, Shoot, Live Halloween Mapping Challenge. And it's about a research facility before the events of Half-Life. Maybe in the Half-Life universe, maybe not. I didn't really specify. There was an experiment at a, what was it called? Like the Department of Energy, where they something happened at this facility. It was locked down, and you were late to work, so you didn't hear the alarms, basically, that something was wrong. And you get there, and you have to investigate, and it turns out there's this entity that was in the facility that's inspired by SCP-106. I'm doing a bad job of summarizing my own story. The interesting thing about Shadow Walker is that I never really had, like, a solid, like, story in mind. I just sort of made vignettes based on things that I thought were fitting for Halloween. So normally when I work on things, I like to have a story all planned out with like a plot structure and everything, but Shadow Walker was very different from that. So the first one was inspired by SCP-106. Mostly I was inspired by Stranger Things, actually. So it was the idea of going into the facility and trying to assess what was wrong, finding the entity, and it like tries to hunt you down and you have to kill it. Shadow Walker 2 was something a little bit different. It's set in an alternate timeline where Gordon is sent to investigate like timelines where things went wrong or things went different. And so that one is set more in the Half-Life 2 universe. And the creatures from Shadow Walker, the entities, had infested this barn where rebels were trying to explore other dimensions. And yeah, that's Shadow Walker 1 and 2. Shadow Walker 3 was a little bit more rushed. It was more of like an arena shooter. It was supposed to be you go to the Shadow Walker dimension after Shadow Walker 2. That was actually inspired by a nightmare I had. That was for Halloween Horror 3. Not a very good plot summary. Sorry, guys. I'm just going off the cuff here. I always wanted to do more with the story once I had established that it was like a series, because I didn't have a plan going into it, but now I kind of like retroactively want to make more of a story out of it. I wonder if the Shadow Walker is attracted by broken tibias. What do you mean by that? Is that supposed to be a joke about the Gib model or the sound that they make? Hi, Employee 8. Good timing, just finished this campaign. Oh, it's good to see you here. Also, hi, Blix. I don't think I said hi. Why is there Shadow Walker 2 stuff in EZ2? Because I put it in EZ2. Actually, when I first started working on EZ2, it basically came from... I made the Shadow Walker NPC for Map Labs, or actually I just sort of made it as a general, like its own thing, and I went to Map Labs and I said, hey, do you want to use this? And they said sure, and that became part of the original Halloween Horror. And then I saw, I wanted to work on more of a story-focused mod after that, so I saw that the Entropy 02 team was looking for programmers, and so I talked to CW3D, and I said, hey, I'm working on these new NPCs, these Shadow Walker things. Is this something that, you know, you think I could help out with EZ2 doing similar things? And he talked to Breadman, and that's how I joined the team. So originally it just sort of came along with me into EZ2. There's not a particular reason why it's there. We thought maybe we could use it for an NPC in EZ2, but we never did. I was referencing the femur breaker in SCP-106. Oh, I should have gotten that reference. I'm sorry, my SCP lore is not up to date at all. Hi, Red Zombie. Welcome. Alright, this is becoming a yapping stream. I'm gonna start with the attic. So I'm supposed to start with the first one, right? Just double checking before I get into this. Looks like we've got the attic, apartment, streets, and somewhere unknown. Red Zombie? Did I say it wrong, Blix? Hi, Marv. Welcome. Wow, lots of people are here today. Start with the attic. Okay. So, without further ado, we're gonna play Shadow Apartment. I had an eyes emoji there, but it isn't showing up on stream, so it looks weird. Oh, that makes sense. Ooh. So this is at the beginning of the uprising. Oh, great view of the Citadel. This is Danskart's best map yet? Well, we'll find out. But, looks to be. I'm excited. So it is kind of funny playing this right after playing Uprising Episode 1, the anniversary update. Because this is set right during the Uprising. good projected texture use. Ooh. This guy is definitely going to be alive. Hey, pumpkin soda. I haven't seen that in a while. Can I drink it like the water in Uprising? No, I can't. Shouting at Blix from another realm. So if the vending machine is Dr. Breen's private reserve, where did the pumpkin soda come from? I place tested this when it was nearing nighttime where I was, and it was not the best idea. Yeah, I do wish, like I'm playing this in the afternoon, I kind of wish I would have saved this for an evening stream, just for the atmosphere, you know, just for the spookiness. Oh, Zombine. Oops. What is this thing? Strange. I see, I can go through there. I wanted, before I go down there, I wanted to see what's down here. It's where the head crab shell came in. I don't think there's anything down there, though. A blowtorch. The chat on the stream is the border. What are you talking about, Blix? What do you mean? There's a bathroom. Yes, there is a bathroom in the hole. That's true. If you need it. Okay, good to know. The door is opened in opposite directions. I do that all the time whenever I'm doing double doors. Got more pumpkin soda. So how did the pumpkin... How did it get here? Is that part of the anomaly? Maybe it is, actually. Maybe it came through the portal. You might have a better story in this map than I have in the entire Shadow Walker series. So I'm anticipating that. Even though I didn't have any hand in writing this, I'm going to take whatever happens in this entry as being canon to the overall Shadow Walker lore. That's not a good sign. Pentagram. And a leaky pipe. Oh. Gun. I was expecting this rebel to get up. I really was. The Umbrella Man. Anything interesting on the newspaper? Oh, the toilet flushes. Nice. 10 out of 10. It's the little interactions, you know, that make maps feel alive. That happened quicker than I was expecting. Can't believe you can't differentiate the ragdolls from slump sequences. No, okay. Hear me out. No, I won't accept that slander, Employee 8. You have to turn away to pick up the gun. So it doesn't need to be a slump sequence, because you could pick up the gun and he could despawn the ragdoll and spawn in an NPC. So no, I don't accept that. This map now has the 1FD seal of approval. It does. I thought, for some reason, when I saw these barrels through the gaps there, I thought for sure it was more pumpkin soda. Like a vending machine. I'll be stealing that? What do you mean? Stealing the idea of despawning a ragdoll? Because yeah, that works perfectly. If you want it to not look like the animations that people have already seen. Giant cans of soda, yeah. Ooh, we get the Mad Hack Mat pipe as an actual weapon. That's unprecedented. I don't think I've played a mod that has that before. Oh shoot. That was a certified Nightmare House 2 moment. When in doubt, just drop the floor out underneath the player. I should stream Nightmare House 2. If I can wait long enough, maybe that could be like a spooky season Halloween kind of thing. I'm kind of afraid to touch that. Mat pipe. Pumpkin soda is because Unit 1362's favorite drink. It's true, I'm Unit 1362. If this character doesn't die at the end of this story, I would like to see them become a recurring character that shows up in maps. That'd be fun. I'm kind of scared. Does this do anything? What's this? I feel like I shouldn't move that. I'm just gonna put that back. Just gonna carefully put that back. Okay. I think that was a bad choice, chat. Did you guys hear that? That was good. That was really good. That actually kind of got me. That was really, really smart. Okay, so this is clearly a key item because it has a glow around it. So I think I can use this here. Oh, opens a wall. Who built this secret wall that can only be opened by skulls? Has this always been here, or is it like a metaphysical thing, like Hellraiser? Is it not really part of the structure? Is it like from another dimension? I don't know. V1 Ultra Kill built that wall, yeah. You've played a map with him already, though? You just don't know it? Was that Blackout? Sorry. I think. Oh. I'm nervous if I go through the door after I open it, then I could get locked in there. Okay. That could have been a soft lock. Maybe I should have tested for that. Try it. Blackout. Oh, okay. Are you going to, not to put you on the spot, sorry, but, like, are you going to put, Blackout back up on the workshop? I know it was, like, unlisted for a little while. Oh. Ooh, I like these guys. The radio sounds are super spooky, and I like how you integrated the burned face with the back of the helmet, back of the mask. The, what would you call it? Like a coif? Like a, I don't know. The helmet part. Hi, Agent Golem. Welcome. We're playing Shadow Apartment by Danskart. It's a workshop map for Entropy 02. Model is by XDXDXD. He did a really good job. Now, I think I'm out of skulls to use to open the door. Maybe there's another skull through here. No. Maybe I... Did that Shadow Walker cop come from a room that I can go into? I think he came down through the hole, so... Looks original and nicely made. I would agree. Danskart is here with us in the chat. And we're playing through to... Oh, there it goes. We're giving a blind playthrough to the add-on. A little bit of a review, I guess. One problem I have is that the NVG really ruins the atmosphere. And it's hard because, you know, Entropy 02 has NVG instead of a flashlight, but I think over the process of making EZ2, we kind of learned NVGs are a mistake. Like, no matter how hard we worked on fine-tuning the NVG, it always made it really difficult to get into, like, the atmosphere of a scene, because whenever anything is dim, you're going to want to turn your NVGs on, and then everything is, like, all blown out and monochromatic, and, yeah. It's a problem. I feel like there's going to be a trope. Oh my goodness. I feel like we're going to see a lot of these add-ons have excuses to have the NVGs broken, like in Entropy 01. So, was the pumpkin soda responsible for the entity the whole time? Is that what I'm getting? I love that video. This is great. Oh. What is on this post? Oh, pumpkin soda. I recycled the Victor 60 mask texture and tweaked it. Oh. Will be nice as an option for mappers to use a normal flashlight. Yeah. That was something that was on my to-do list, and I never got around to it. Shadowwalkers just love the soda. Yeah, that's fair. Me too. This is spooky. There's something about this that's just deeply unsettling. Having a picture of the room. Yeah, we should definitely add an option for mappers to use the regular Half-Life 2 flashlight. It's like when a villain has a picture of himself. You thought it looked silly? Oh no, I thought it was spooky. Uh-oh. Oh, that's yeah, I remember when that happened in the first Shadow Walker. A body like that was burned fell from the ceiling through a portal. Ooh. Oh, that's so cool. Because this blackened, like, growth is sort of exactly how I pictured the Shadow world looking like when I was working on the first Shadow Walker. I wanted to have a section after the boss fight where you go through one of its portals to its dimension, and it was going to look like that, but I didn't have time to do that for Halloweenville 3. Black mold. Resident Evil 7 mold room. Exactly. It feels so Resident Evil 7. We should be able to distract them by throwing the pumpkin soda in another direction. You can distract one of the Shadow Walkers in Shadow Walker 2 using a radio. Ooh. That's spooky. Oh, that's freaky. Whoa. The modeling work on that is great. That's really creepy. This looks a lot like the Victor 60 burned model that you made. XT. You had a bad day. Yeah, I believe it. I genuinely wasn't expecting that. Oh, we got skull crabs. I forgot those existed. Why did I make that? I wasn't expecting to see them again. Do we have to take its skull and use it on the podium? Is that how this works? No, can't do that. Uh-oh. Oh, goodness. Scooping up all the health packs. Is this infinite waves, I wonder? Oh, there's like alternate models for them. Different states of the mask being broken. That's really cool. Okay, so I need some skulls for these podiums to open the door, I think. Oh, that's freaky. I kind of like how it looks like they're being pulled through the ceiling, because that was what the Shadow Walker originally did. It had those sort of burn mark portals that it could draw people through. Oh, that was scary. This would be a great add-on for Halloween. I'm surprised you released this in April, to be honest. Oh, this is awkward. Wonder if the transhuman soldiers are immune to whatever turns people into Shadow Walkers. That's a good question. Because we've never seen anything other than regular people become Shadow Walkers before this. Hi, Annie Minnie. Welcome. Ooh. Oh, shotgun. I think I need to shoot. Okay, no, I need to just break through this. Kind of fun. This whole map is kind of giving Resident Evil 7 vibes, but I can't tell if that's just because of the mold. I like the mix of citizen animations with zombie animations that the Shadow Walkers use. They're more human than the zombies, but still kind of zombie-like. What exactly is the Shadow Walker lore anyway? I tried to explain it at the beginning of stream, and I realized as I was trying to explain it that there really isn't any. Unfortunately, like, it was a very poorly thought out story to begin with. It's been a while since I played the trilogy. Yeah, I tried to summarize it, but basically the easiest way to explain it is to talk about the inspirations. That I wanted to make a map that felt like SCP, and also I was, at the time, I was watching the show Stranger Things that was new. That was in 2016. Is that almost 10 years ago? That's crazy. But yeah, the lore for the first Shadow Walker, it was possibly set in the Half-Life universe, but possibly set in like an alt history. It wasn't really clear, and it was about a facility with an entity in it, and you got trapped inside the facility because you were late. And the second Shadow Walker is a bit different, because that went into the Half-Life 2 kind of universe, and it had an alternate, like, multiverse hopping version of Gordon that's trying to correct, like, different branch timelines. And there was one where the rebels accidentally found the Shadow Walker dimension. And, okay, here's the skull that we need. Shadow Walker lore is whatever you want it to be. That's true. That's the correct answer. I would like to make more of a cohesive story out of it now, retroactively. But the unfortunate truth is that it was kind of based on whatever worked for the maps at the time. It didn't have like a very well thought out plot line. Oh, I saw that. Don't think I didn't see that. Oh. That's different. How come I can't walk through the force field if I'm a Metro Cop? I guess I don't have a high enough clearance. Honestly, what are they? I mean, I think I explained it pretty well. So, there are creatures from another dimension, but it does seem like they were probably people at one point. Like, it's like some kind of infection. But we don't know how it spreads or how it works. None of that was ever explained. Yeah, XD, the Time Walkers. I think that was a really cool concept. And that's the sort of thing that we might have used them for in EZ2 if we had gone that route. We never did. Like, one thing I was thinking about when I first joined the EZ2 team was possibly using the Shadow Walkers for a melee variant rebel enemy. But that wasn't really necessary because we just ended up fixing the melee code for the rebels. So there was no point in having a separate NPC for that. The subtle voices you hear in some rooms are your GF. Ooh. I should have came into the stream more prepared to talk about the lore, you know? It's like until I actually got into the stream, I didn't realize I don't have a great explanation for any of it. I was going to use pumpkin soda in a different Halloween-themed project I was working on that also was never released. That had no connection to Shadow Walker, other than, I guess, similar atmosphere. They've escaped Gmod Dark RP. They are escaped Gmod Dark RP players. Yeah, that could be it. Oh, that scared me. Hi, Uprising Uploads. Welcome. We're playing an EZ2 add-on. Oh, that's scary. We're playing an EZ2 add-on called Shadow Apartment. I remember that project. Is it still coming? No. I mean, I hate to say anything is, like, permanently gone, you know? I would love to bring it back, but I don't see that happening. Hi, Coded. Welcome. Coded, we're playing an Entropy 02 workshop add-on. So how come the force field was activated by the skull? Like, is the Combine technology in here integrated in with the cult stuff? So that unfinished map I was talking about was called Company Values. And we got as far as playtesting it. Actually, yeah, Employee 8, you playtested it, right? I kind of forgot about that. It's been so long, I'm sorry. We got to the playtest, but we couldn't really make any progress after that. We got some really good feedback, but we kind of ran out of time, and other complications happened, and we just kind of had to put it on the shelf. Ultra Kill reference, maybe. Oh, finally, the vending machine. The true source of evil in this map. Is it the same story for Scar Zero? No. I will say, I definitely have intentions to return to the Scar Zero project. I've just been really struggling creatively with it. I'm not super happy with the direction I was going, but I'm not sure if I want to change it either. Finally, guys, we found the Shadow Walker lore. Oh. Oh, that's new. We've got fast zombies. It's similar to the burning fast zombie that was the kind of boss enemy in Shadow Walker 2. It was supposed to be like a Shadow Walker that was further along, I think. So I guess this is the same kind of deal. Scar Zero would sweep the entire EZ universe if you gave him the benefit of being playable. People say that, but he is just a regular soldier. But yeah, that was definitely, I want to get back to it. So what do we have here? The text, I think, is too low resolution to be legible. Something in binary. Chat, can you read that? Does that say bad to the bone? That's the lore. Da-na-na-na. Yumi. Energy source. Okay, so that is part of it. That's an energy source. Nice. Soda. There's a picture of a Strider. Is there going to be an infected Strider? Some images are more visible with NVG. Oh, I see. Question mark, question mark, question mark. Oh, this is new too. The end is near. It's a complete headache listening to their screams at night. So somebody's been here for a while. Pocket dimension? Yeah, one thing we haven't seen... Oh, that's the actual Lost Soul. Nice. One thing we haven't seen in this map is the Shadow Walkers using their sort of pocket dimension ability to pull people into a shadow dimension. I do remember, like, parts of the lore are coming back to me now. I definitely had this idea that the Shadow Walker dimension in Shadow Walker 2 is probably the world from Shadow Walker 1. Like, it got out of containment, it infected everything, and then that became the world that they discovered in Shadow Walker 2. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe it's the same place it came from in Shadow Walker 1. I'm not really sure. Don't really know. Like, we could change that. It's not... There's no, like, real set in stone lore for how that story was supposed to work. This is making me want to get into mapping again. Oh, it's nighttime. Hi, Playnet. Welcome. You only played this one? Personally, I mean, if you ask me, I would say you're not missing too much. This is a lot more high quality than the original Shadow Walker maps were, like, by a long shot. But, you know, if you want to play them, there is a version that's available on the Entropy EZ2 workshop. I think that's my only public add-on right now. I'm doing good, Playnet. Hope you're doing well. We're playing an add-on for Entropy EZ2 called Shadow Apartment. Oh. So I'm wondering right now, I see the top of the Citadel is green. Is this story diverging from the Half-Life story? Like, is there something going on with the top of the Citadel, with the portals? Or is this just part of the Uprising? Ooh. You really want to do the beta EZ2 thing? What was that? I'm curious. Maybe you talked about it before. Those guys are just chilling. They're acting like nothing's wrong. You have the sniffles? Oh, I'm sorry. Uprising uploads. Shadow Walker is a series of maps that... Oop, I've been flatlined. Dead. Shadow Walker was a series of maps that I made for mapping challenges. I still can't go through the force fields. I guess my clearance isn't high enough. Constant flatline noises. That would be kind of annoying. Asks what Shadow Walker is, dies. Different dimension? Like, this is a different dimension, like a different timeline? Makes sense. Oh, you didn't think... You thought those guys were regular guys, and then they turned out to be Shadow Walkers? That's a good jump scare. When did we switch to the other dimension? That's a good question. Is he okay? Chat, I don't think he's okay. I tried to make an EZ mod, but set in the beta world. Oh, like the Half-Life 2 beta, like using like old concepts. I want to make 5 maps and some bonus maps. I already made the first 2 level, but since I used too much carve tool, probably gonna redo them. Don't use carve tool. No, not carve tool has claimed another victim. Shoot him? I don't think I should shoot him. I think he's fine. He's just taking a nap. He just ate a lot of ketchup. He's sleepy. Hank, don't use the carve tool. Hank! Hi, Captain Haxray. Yeah, I'd be really excited to see a beta style Entropy EZ2 add-on. Somebody's got a light on in that window. I don't trust that guy. You can't fool me. Hi Jeff, welcome. I remember writing a whole plot for an EZ2 mod in my head while trying to sleep. Yeah, well you should start working on it. I think it could be really cool. You know, inspiration. Sometimes that's how inspiration comes to people. Dark and gritty EZ2. What did that do? Oh, that opened the store. Pumpkin soda. This looks like an original graphic for this. It's different from what's on the can. It's nice. These guys are all alive. Does pumpkin soda exist? I'm sure it exists somewhere. Yeah, the whole joke behind pumpkin soda was just that I didn't think anyone would ever actually make a pumpkin flavored soda. Like, it just sounds disgusting, but I'm sure there are like novelty places that do that. Why are they burying a mask or a head? Yeah, I know my slump sequences. I can't believe that you didn't believe in me. I wonder what this is about. Like, are they burying the mask or are they burying a person there? I don't know. Yeah, projects like that are a lot of work, Jeff, so I understand. This is a really big add-on. Oh. Don't tell me the Shadow Walkers have a machine gun. The Shadow Walkers yearn for the pumpkin soda. I'm kind of bummed that I never finished the EZ2 campaign for the workshop. Maybe you should get back to it. You know, there's still time. Poor Metrocop is getting the dad experience of getting buried in the sand by your kids while you're sleeping on the beach. As a Shadow Walker, I yearn for the pumpkin soda. So I know there was a machine gun. Oh, there it... Oh, shoot. More pumpkin soda. It's just Barney hiding under the sand. Seems like something Barney would do. Why is there so much pumpkin soda? It's so weird fighting these guys with guns. They're starting to become more intelligent, yeah. Entropy 0 after hours. Yeah! I wanted to play that. Should I play this game? Which game? Entropy 02? You should play Entropy 02. Or if you mean Shadow Apartment, you should play that too. What does this say? I always have such a hard time with this font. Door something. I already played it, bro. Yeah, that's why I wasn't sure what you were asking. I'm just confused. So we do get more than 100 suit charge, even though we're a Metro Cop in this add-on. That's probably intentional. For balance reasons, or something like that. Oh, I didn't even... Hello. Oh! I did not expect that reaction. That was actually kind of scary. Waited time 4 minutes. Oh, it's too similar to EZU. I can see that taking away motivation a little bit. Oh, they're rappelling down the buildings now. Ow. Ah. I'm dead. The idea that Shadow Walkers are rappelling down buildings is weirdly funny. I like how in this add-on they sort of still have their intelligence to varying degrees. Like, I think that makes them a lot scarier. Who threw that grenade? Don't tell me they're throwing grenades now. I don't think I programmed them to do that. Oh my goodness. Oh. Yeah, originally. A long time ago. Melee flanks are brutal. Yeah, this is actually a really good fight because the melee ones will flank you while the others suppress. Hold on a second. This isn't NPC Shadow Walker at all. It's NPC Metro Police. That's how they're able to throw grenades and shoot and stuff. Tried running around. Nah. Ow. That blew up right in my face. I'm dead. Spamming grenades. They did give me a lot of shotgun ammo, so I think I gotta... Ooh, I'm really low on health. The trick to not getting flanked is not getting flanked. Thanks, employee. Very, very helpful advice. Estimated time is still 4 minutes. Uh-oh. Counter-strike. I think there's probably a guy that's still alive that's like stuck somewhere. Oh, yep, I hear him. I love those little lamps. They're great for the atmosphere. Oh. I think that the machine gun is a mistake. Not a good idea to use it. This timer should be brush and map logic based for ultimate source jank. 3 minutes. The skybox looks cool. I agree. It's good. Oh no, not the Lost Souls. I keep forgetting about all these different NPCs that I made. Ah, come on. I wonder if there's an autosave. Yeah, there's an autosave. Doom and a Half-Life mod. Yeah, that was the inspiration behind the Lost Souls, of course from Doom. But actually, the direct inspiration was that there was a Halloweenville 2, I think, map on Run Think Shoot Live that had a like a Lost Soul inspired enemy, and I thought it'd be cool if there was something that was easier to use that you didn't have to like make out of lots of logic in the map. Minutes. I don't think I'm gonna survive 2 minutes. I don't think I have enough health, guys. I think I'm gonna venture out and try to get some health. There we go. This is a really intricate map. Like this area is huge. There's so many little like areas to explore and find stuff. Explosives. Oh wait, is this grenades or rockets? It says rockets. It makes me think there's going to be either a Strider fight or a gunship fight. It'll be a crab synth. It could be. It could be a crab synth. Or hunter. That's also true. 2 minutes left. I've been seeing the Umbrella Man graffiti around a lot. That can't be a coincidence. Oh. Radio. Oh, rocket launcher. Started to notice that guy more in Uprising after the update, the Umbrella Man graffiti. I think I noticed it a lot more in general after the Interloper series. I think the door is opening. Nope, maybe not. Oh boy. Uh-oh. What is... Ooh. Infested Strider? Uh-oh. Oh boy. Coming right at me. Okay. The Strider is fast. Strider got me. I'm curious to look at that Strider up close, because I want to see how it looks different. Shadow Strider, yeah. Yeah, I like all the elements of foreshadowing in this. I think that makes the reveal all the more satisfying. That's scary. Oh goodness. Oh boy. Uh-oh. 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 Is it just me, or is that Strider a lot faster than the regular Striders? Striders are a lot faster when they're crouching. Oh, that's what it is. How come so many more Half-Life 2 mods use gunship fights than Strider fights? You know? Striders remind me of giraffes. I mean, they're tall. Oh. How do I beat it with no, oh boy. More rockets. Oh, there's the rockets. There's me. But you're wondering how I got in this situation. Striders are kind of boring if they're not scripted or given flair. Yeah, that makes sense. I've never set up a good Strider fight in my life. Yeah, I haven't either, you know, now that you point that out. Took way more damage than I intended to there. This will be the plot of the 1UP movie. What? Oh, thanks for the healing. I appreciate it. It's gonna... Okay. Now. Oh, that was close. That was a good fight. In the 1UP movie, we should play you. I don't know. Not Jack Black. Yeah, probably CW3D. I think you're right. I think that's a good choice. I'm trying to look at the Shadow Strider. I do wish that the Strider model had like more Shadow Walkerification on it. Like have the Strider have a bunch of bodies that are pulled like halfway through it into the pocket dimension. Just have like a bunch of Shadow Walkers stuck to it. I feel like that would look really freaky. But yeah, that was a really well executed fight. Like, it's the best Strider fight that I've had in a while, and I thought that the Shadow Walker enemies complemented the Strider really well, because it kept pressure on me. Whenever I was like camping, the Shadow Walkers could come up and try to hit me with stun sticks, and I think that worked really, really well for a fight. Can you check the Metrocop corpse by the shop? Which one? This one? Pumpkin soda. Which, oh, is this supposed to be... Oh, it's him. Is this canon? Did he actually die? I can't believe I asked if that was canon. It's a dumb question. But I guess this is a parallel universe, right? So this didn't really happen in our timeline. But it's crazy that he showed up. You could have made him one of the Shadow Walkers. That would be even like... It'd be kind of like a Jimmy Gibbs Jr. moment in Left 4 Dead 2. Maybe canon. Oh, okay. So this might be how he met his fate. I shouldn't use the word canon. It's kind of like it's an ambiguous term. Nobody ever defines what they mean when they say canon, so people end up just talking about different things. What do you mean our timeline? Yeah, good point. No, you're right, Employee 8. I just meant the timeline that we're used to, the prime timeline, as it were. The timeline that isn't the this. Oh. It's the mold. What kind of building is this? Okay, so before I go into the mold, I like this kind of like these columns. Just the from a distance, the imagery, it looks like a bank or like a government building or something. Forgive us, death, but we need your cause. It's a museum. Yeah. Yeah, I agree, Employee. It's something that I've actually been meaning to either make a video about or maybe just ramble about on stream at some point, because the endless canon debates really frustrate me. I think it's unproductive. And I try to avoid using that word colloquially like I just did. I slipped up a little bit because I think it just promotes this kind of like endless arguments about something that doesn't make any sense. Because when people ask, for example, like which Half-Life games are canon, I see a lot of arguments about it, and it all boils down to everyone in the argument having a different definition of what canon is. Without like an agreed upon definition, there's just no point. Like, the people are talking about different things. I think the problem is a lot of people view stuff as not important or irrelevant if it's considered non-canon. But it should... I mean, like, one definition could be that it works the other way around, right? If things are not relevant, then they're not canon, in the sense that some people mean that word, and other people mean it in a different way, and it's just, I don't know, it's nonsensical. Have you ever done a Left 4 Dead 2 stream? No, but I would like to. I love Left 4 Dead 2. I know it probably seems like I'm dilly-dallying, but I just wanted to explore this area a little bit before I move forwards. This is a really good arena. If you were to make a Left 4 Dead 2 stream, can I be in your game? It depends. It could either be set up as, maybe it's a collab with like certain people who are playing a campaign together, or maybe it's like a community event. If I ever do a community stream where people are welcome to join from you know, the community, then of course. Otherwise, it would probably be something that's set up ahead of time. But I've never done a multiplayer stream before, so I'm not really sure what that would look like. Oh, Edmund Chow, into the Shadow Nexus. Exactly. So I think I've explored enough. We're ready to move on. This portal is a bit underwhelming, I will say. I mean, I just have to be honest. I mean, compared with all the intricate detail and everything, this is kind of a cube. Ooh. Minecraft end portal. Hmm. Okay, so this is just like Shadow Walker 3. And the NVG is offline. Oh no. This is so cool. I didn't expect you to do this. Like, V smash item crate. Uh-oh. There is a problem. For some reason, V isn't working. Uh-oh. Maybe... Oh, maybe it's just the hint is showing up even though kick is disabled. That could be it. Yeah, I think kick is disabled. We probably should have added code in that hint to check if the kick is disabled. Whoopsie. At first I wasn't sure whether or not this is the same map as Shadow Walker 3. It's not the same... Oh... Actually, I think it's the same location because this is Gordon from Shadow Walker 3, I believe. I think that's the intention. Or maybe it's like a similar, it's like a similar location. Because I think this is, yeah, I'm not sure. We'll find out if this is the same place or not. It looks very similar. It's a direct reference to it, for sure. There's a Shadow Walker stuck in this sort of stalagmite here. And that's similar to how it was in Shadow Walker 3, where the HEV suit Shadow Walkers, the Lost Souls, were stuck in the stalagmites. Oh, it's another HEV suit here. The scream. Oh, I got my pistol back. Ooh, we got Half-Life 1 style batteries. Yeah, Mark always had a good explanation for things when it comes to the kind of... Oh, there's Gordon's glasses. Mark has a lot of good quotes about canon or the lack thereof. I think this is meant to be the same location from Shadow Walker 3. Mark IV suit. This means Black Mesa tried to go here before. Oh, I didn't even notice. Is this the Mark IV suit? I thought it was the Mark V. I think this is the Mark V, actually. Because it was those rebels that were exploring in Shadow Walker 2 that sent people through with HEV Mark V suits. Yeah, this is the Mark V. Where's the elevator? If this is meant to be the same location from Shadow Walker 3. So I gotta turn that on and then... Oh, I see. It's gonna open the door. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. It's Gordon Freeman. Not really, but... Uh-oh. I don't have my shotgun with me. Yeah, I feel the same way about that, Employee 8. Let's see. Do I just have to press the button again? It's Jordan Freakman. The generator needs fuel, just like in Shadow Walker 3. Gordon, more like Gorgon. This one has glasses. That's kind of cute. Oh. Rest in peace, King. Yeah. Where do I get the fuel? I didn't see it around. Oh. That answers that question. Do I have it in my inventory? Okay, I do. I need to get back there. That's kind of cute as he's just staring at a disfigured corpse. It was Gordon Freeman. He's got the glasses. No, it wasn't actually Gordon Freeman, I know. Is this going to be the icon of sin from Doom 2? Something like that. Bones. Is this one an aperture suit? I see that. Don't think I didn't see the aperture HEV suit. You played this on hard difficulty? Yeah, I think I'm on hard. Am I on hard? Yeah, I'm on hard. Yeah, it's tough. Very well designed fights though. Ooh. Nice to see melee enemies actually being threatening. Oh, it looks like the G-Man's door. I think this is it, guys. You escaped the Shadow Apartment. Created by Dan Scart. Play tested by Matinos Bruto's Cult, Dovacort's Elent Nuke. Back for you later. Don't know that I'm an Eon. XD, you did a great job on the assets. Oh, and Nuke as well. Cult made the pipe wrench model. Nice. Or the pipe weapon model. AC unit model. I was confused about that. Ambient voices by Yumi. And special thanks. Oh. Oh, stop. That's really sweet. I love this little gif of the pumpkin soda too. That was Shadow Apartment. Wow. I feel more than anything just really flattered. Like it makes me so happy to know that people actually enjoyed playing those maps. I think entering mapping challenges sometimes it's like I want to make maps that people enjoy playing, but I do kind of get lost in the challenge format where I think it's like, oh, I just want to play it. I want to make something for this challenge, and people will review it and they'll say if they liked it or not. But I didn't really think it would have any life beyond the challenge. So seeing that you actually did genuinely enjoy those maps years after that they came out, and wanted to make something similar is just really makes me really happy. I now have a weird craving for pumpkin soda. Me too. I'm gonna have to like get some, like find like a novelty soda place that sells weird flavors. It was peak. Yeah, that was a great add-on. Like genuinely the encounter design was a lot of fun. I thought it was very fresh because all the NPCs are brand new. Well, sort of. I mean, the Strider is still a Strider, right? A Lost Soul is basically a manhack. A Skull Crab is basically a head crab, but it felt fresh, especially having some of the Shadow Walkers using weapons, like SMGs and grenades and shotguns, but others being more like zombies. I felt like there was a really good synergy there that we don't get in the normal Half-Life 2 gameplay loop. That would be a very short stream. Good thing I'm planning to do 2 streams back to back. I'm gonna stop this stream pretty shortly here and then I'm going to start it up again for Beyond the Bar 2. I think we're only going to review 2 entries of Beyond the Bar 2 today, and then I'll save the rest for Thursday because I've got a big day today and tomorrow, and I want to probably only go for about an hour and a half more. A Strider fight in the EZ2 workshop. You're so right. That's the first time we've ever had a... Is it the first time we've ever had a Strider fight? I think that's the first time we've had a Strider fight on the EZ2 workshop. I think it helps the way they use the melee enemies to make them feel a lot more threatening than normal melee enemies. They're still just stun stick combine, but the way they're used with the level design makes them feel more unique. I agree. They were a genuine threat because, like, when I was trying to take out the Strider, the Shadow Walkers kept sneaking up on me with stun sticks. I think if I were to go back to the original spooky Halloween NPCs video and look at like the things that I wanted the Shadow Walkers to do, flanking techniques or flanking like strategies was one of the major parts of it. I wanted them to be an enemy that always attacks you when your back is turned. So I thought they were used really effectively for that here. Yeah, Danskart, that was amazing. It's very unique. It feels different from anything else, and I think that helps it a lot. I got cornered by Sunstick Walkers like 3 times, and each time I died. Yeah, they were a genuine threat, but it never felt unfair either. Like I lost a lot because I thought it was very challenging, but I never felt like, oh, this is unfair, I'm frustrated. I just thought it was I needed to change up my strategy a little bit. You never answered my question if you've had a Euro. I don't really see what that has to do with workshop add-ons, but I have had Euros before. Euros are good. Yeah, thank you, Danskart, for making this and publishing it. It's a lot of fun. I'm trying to think if I have any like criticisms or suggestions. One thing that's sort of a takeaway for me is that I would like to unify the Shadow Walker series a little bit more and come up with a better, more cohesive story. Because when I try to describe it, I have like fragments of ideas for each of them, but there's not much of like an overarching plot. Kind of like, what was the point? Like I wanna use maps as a way to tell stories. And I just feel like the storytelling in the original 3 Shadow Walkers was kind of all over the place. In this map, I appreciated how it was centered on the Uprising, and it showed the Uprising in that sort of parallel dimension where the Shadow Walker outbreak happened. I thought that was interesting. It didn't have much of like a character arc or anything like that, but neither did any of the other Shadow Walker maps. The Shadow Walker lore expands. Yeah, I really appreciated especially the last map where you went to the same ish location as Shadow Walker 3, and it sort of unified the whole thing that way. There's more than one Shadow Walker games? Yeah, there was Shadow Walker 1, 2, and 3 were maps that I made for mapping challenges. Shadow Walker 1 was for Halloweenville 3 in 2016, I want to say. Then Shadow Walker 2 was for Halloween Horror 1 with Map Labs in 2018. And then Shadow Walker 3 was, I think, 2021 in Halloween Horror 3 with Map Labs. There's an entire trilogy and a live-action movie coming up soon. I think this was the live-action movie, actually. You and Danskart will make the saga. How do you get to playtest games? Like, in what way do you mean, I guess? Because if it's, like, maps that people are working on, I think just see who's asking for playtesters. You know, like, if you're in a Discord where people work on maps, like the Entropy 02 Discord, or places like that, and you see people working on stuff, you'll see if they need playtesters. Just say like, hey, I'm willing to playtest, record video if you want. If you're talking about like games, I don't really know how to answer that. I've never playtested a commercial game before. The Shadow Realm, Skull Jockey, Pipe and Flare, Brain Rot. Directed by Michael Bay. Yeah, I really would like to make the story more cohesive because there's a lot of questions I don't have good answers to. Like, what makes the Shadow Walkers like? Did they used to be people? I can assume they used to be people. Like now that's canon from this add-on, but Are they, you know, like what happens to make people infected? Was there like an original shadow dimension? Is that different from the one you go to in Shadow Walker 2 and 3? Because is that meant to be the one from Shadow Walker 1? I don't know. I don't know. I don't have great answers. What I will say is you can play the. I'll plug the maps, I guess. You can play the Shadow Walker maps on the workshop. So this is Shadow Apartment, but then you can also find Shadow Walker 1, 2, and 3 all in one collection right here. Yeah, 2016, 2018, and 2020. Oh, so here's the actual lore. I could have just read this actually. There's the descriptions, the synopses for each of these. I believe transhumans probably being immune would make them great nemesis for Scar Zero and his Netflix series with 7 seasons. Yeah. The direction that I was going with the Scar Zero maps was going to be very Portal inspired. And I don't know if that works very well. Like with the character being a regular soldier, maybe I should have tried to lean more into like a more of a typical action or military kind of map. I don't know. Something to think about. I'm gonna assume the stream's gonna end right here. No, not at all, because I'm gonna come back in about 10 minutes and stream Beyond the Bar 2. So, just looking around. Yeah. So I'm gonna stop the stream here, but then I'm going to come back after a short intermission, and we're gonna play Beyond the Bar 2. Review it. Yeah, I just saw your DM, Blix. I'm happy that you're gonna play my war crime soon. Yeah, because you entered in Beyond the Bar 2, didn't you, Any Mini? I think I'm gonna play only the first 2 entries today, and then I'll play the other 2 on Thursday, if that makes sense. So I don't know what the ordering is. I'd like to see more Shadow Walkers in the future. Maybe they're like some enemy dimension to Zen and wherever race X are from. Yeah, I don't know, because I sort of like the way that that Shadow Walker 2 and Shadow Apartment takes the story is that this is taking place in an entirely different timeline. But maybe there's some chance there could be like a crossover, because there is definitely in Shadow Walker 2 there was this idea of it's like infecting different timelines or something. So it could be. You never know. I do think that the skull crabs and the lost souls are kind of silly to be like. It's hard for me to take them 100% seriously compared with things in like the regular Half-Life timeline. So that's where it kind of helps to have it like isolated in its own thing. Um, but I don't know. I don't have like I sometimes I don't know how to do a good outro. Good job, Dan Scart. Thanks again for making the map. Lots of fun. I'm gonna be back in 10 minutes with Beyond the Bar 2. So stay tuned. Get ready to refresh the page because I'm gonna stop the stream. But I will be right back.